Hello learners, welcome to my channel Maths Made Easy with AB. So we will be starting a new series today. So the new series we will be studying about functions. We will be seeing what is the meaning of function. Let me tell you guys, this is a very important chapter when you are studying calculus. So this chapter is the stepping stone for calculus. Any graphs, any problems related to differentiation, integration. So function is the basic chapter that you have to be very powerful, your strength must lie in this chapter, functions. Now let me also tell you that functions is also very important when you're trying to solve any physics problem. Physics, because function, so anything, say for example, area of a circle. So area of a circle is pi r square. Area of a circle is pi r square. I'm giving an example. So area of a circle is a function of the radius of the circle. I'll explain what it means in this chapter. So basically area will depend on the value of r. So this is a function in r. Yeah. So basically this is why this chapter is very important for your joint entrance examination and also a very important chapter for anyone who wants to learn mathematics. So directly let's get started with function. So function is denoted by y is equal to fx. Y is equal to fx. Now let us understand what is a function. So function is basically a machine. Function is basically a machine. Yeah. What kind of machine it is? You enter a value of x and it will give you a value of y as output. So this is the input and this is the output. Very clear? So what is a function? So this part, this is a machine. A function is a machine. You enter values of x, that is the input, and the output that you get is the value of y. I think this is very clear to you. So let us now understand the value of x that you enter. The value of x that you enter is known as domain of a function. The value of x that you enter is known as the domain of the function. Now let me give you one example which you must keep in mind. Say for example, all of you must seen a weighing machine. Yeah. So let me take an example of a weighing machine. So this is a weighing machine. There is some meter and it will show you weight. Say for example, somebody who is 80 kilo of weight comes on this machine. So what value will this machine record? This will record 80 kgs. Now this machine also has a limit, right? Say for example, somebody who is 500 kg, he comes and stands on this machine. So will this machine give you output? No, this machine won't give you output. This is a machine which is limited to, say for example, 200 kgs. Beyond 200 kgs, this machine won't work, right? So you understand the values from 0 to 200 is the permissible values that can fit on this machine so that the machine can give you an output. So the beyond the 500 kg is not a value that is permissible to enter in this machine. So this x has limitations, yeah, and that limitations, this values of x that are permissible is known as domain. I think this is very much clear to you all. So this is simply how we can put a function. Yeah. So this was about the basics of functions. So now the values of x is domain. So now the values of x is domain. You are entering the values of x in the machine or the function. You are getting values of y, right? So the values of y that you get corresponding to the values of x is known as range. Very clear? The values of x. Say for example, you enter the value x1. Say for example, you enter the value of x1 in this machine. What is the value you get? Say for example, you get y1. So for x1, you are getting y1. So this is the range y1 and the domain is x1. So this is simply simple meaning of functions. Now let us see few more details of functions. Yeah. So you understood. So now I am plotting it over here. So this is how we see a function. Say for example, there are few values p, q, r, s, t. P, Q, R, S, T are some of the values, and here the value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is value of x and this is value of y, and this is the function. So basically the values of x is related to the values of y. You will put the value of x in this function and it will give you y, right? So say for example, P, if you enter P, you get 1. If you enter Q, you get 1. If you enter R, you get, let me just denote it in this way. Say for example, if you enter R, you get 2. If you enter S, you get 3. If you enter T, you get 6, right? You enter T, you get 6. So now, what is the domain of this function f? What is the domain of this function f? So the domain of this function, I'll write you. So basically in the form of set, what is the domain? What are the values of x that are permissible? P, Q, R, S, T. So P, Q, R, S, T is the domain of the function f. I think this is clear to you all. What is the range? What is the range of the function? Students, it's very easy. Range means what are the values that are attainable from the values of x. So the values attainable are 1, 2, 3 and 6. 1, 2, 3 and 6. So guys, this becomes the range of the function. Very clear to you all? Another concept comes in over here is the codomain. Many of you must be thinking, sir has not said anything about codomain. So what is codomain? Codomain is basically whatever you have inside this. Whatever. In this set, whatever numbers you have is the codomain. It doesn't have that much significance, but still from exam point of view, if somebody asks you what is the codomain, so the codomain is all the numbers that is contained in this set. Domain is values of x, range is the attainable values that exist inside y, and codomain is everything that comes inside y. It is attainable or not attainable, that is not a factor. 4 and 5 are not attainable values because no values in x gives you 4 and 5. So 4 and 5 doesn't come inside range because these are not attainable, but they come inside codomain. So this is the definition of domain, range and codomain. I think this much it is very clear to you all. So we'll quickly move into the next part. So what I told you over here is, say for example you have y is equal to x square minus x plus 2. Y is equal to x square minus x plus 2. So basically this is a function, y is equal to fx. It means y is a function of x. Students, understand, this is very clear. It means y is a function of x. So y is written in terms of x. Yeah, that means y is a function of x. So this is how we write it, x square minus x plus 2. Basically, you need to enter values of x corresponding to which you will get the value of y. Yeah, you need to enter the value of x corresponding to which you get the value of y. So if you enter x is equal to 0, guys, if you enter x is equal to 0, what will be the value of f? So basically you have been asked f of 0. X I am replacing with 0. So you have been asked to find the value of y is equal to f of 0. So x 0, 0, this part becomes 0, so 2. So f of 0 is 2. Somebody asks you f of 1. So what will be f of 1 in this case? So 1 square. Simply x is replaced by 1, 1 square minus 1 plus 2. So 1 minus 1, 0 and 2. So y is equal to 2. What is f of 2? Somebody asks you what is f of 2. So simply 2 square minus 2 plus 2, 4. So this is how you find the values. So for corresponding values of x, you have put x is equal to 0, you got the value of y as 2. If you put x is equal to 1, again you are getting y as 2. If you put x is equal to 2, you are getting the value of y as 4. So basically y is a function in x. I think this is clear to you. So this is what is the meaning of function. I was taking an example earlier. Easy example was area of a circle is pi r square. All if you know this, area of a circle is pi r square. So basically area of a circle is a function in r, that is pi r square. Area of a circle, so let me write it like this. Area of a circle is a function in r which is pi r square. So you enter the values of r, you change the values of r, you change the radius of the circle, the area of the circle will change. This is the meaning of function. Yeah, I think this is very clear to you all. So now let us look into two important topics which is independent and dependent variable, which is independent and dependent variable, right? Independent and dependent variable. So this lies in between. This is a topic that lies in between in functions. Yeah. So say for example, I took the example of area of a circle. So area of a circle is pi r square. Yeah. So this r, I told you, this r lies in your hand, right? Is this r dependent on anything? No. This a is dependent on r, right? The value of a is dependent on r. R is on you. You can change the value of r. You can take the radius of circle as 1. You can take the radius of circle as 2. You can make it 3, 4, 5, 3 by 4, 5 by 4, anything. So r depends on you. But a is dependent. Whatever you put the value of r, a will be dependent on the value of r. So understand, r over here, the r over here is an independent variable, is an independent variable. Why it is called variable? Gentlemen, it is on you. You can change the value, right? It is a variable. You can take 1, you can take 2, you can take 3, you can take 4, anything. So it is an independent variable. But what is a? A is area, it is dependent on r. So it is dependent variable. I think these two terms are very much clear to you all. A is a dependent term, right? Dependent on r. So guys, let us now move into the next part of the chapter functions. So let us see a graphical representation of function y is equal to fx. Y is equal to fx. Say for example, this is x-axis, y-axis, and this is the graph of y is equal to fx, right? So what is the graphical representation? Basically, you will be having a value of x, right? You will be having a value of x. I am writing it at capital X. Yeah. And if you enter the value of x over here, what is the value of y that we'll get? If you enter the value of x as this is capital X, gentlemen, this is x-axis. If you enter the value of x, you will get the value of y as what? F of capital X, right? Is it clear to you all? You will get what? F of capital X. So basically, this is a point P which lies on the curve y is equal to fx, whose coordinate is x comma fx. Yeah, this is the significance and graphical representation. This is very simple. This is the theory part. I don't think this will make much sense to you all unless you plot a graph yourself. Yeah, so this is the graphical representation of y is equal to fx. Guys, now understand, I'll go into relations now. So graphical representation is done. Now I will go into relations and functions. I will go into relations and functions. So you need to know what are the relations. So one is one relation. Another is many one relation. And the third is one many relation. Guys, these are the three kinds of relation you have. Yeah, what is relation? So relation is also a type of function. Yeah, understand what is it. Say for example, this is one set and this is one set. So now I am dealing, this is the first, I am underlining this part. I am teaching one relation. Yeah. So this is set 1 and this is set 2. Both are related. Yeah. This is the relation between both. So here there are three values. Say for example, P, Q, R. Here there are three values 1, 2, 3. So 1 means P is related to 1, Q is related to 1, R is related to 3. So this is a 1 relation. Yeah, very simple. 1 to 1 they are related. Say for example, you draw a graph y is equal to fx is equal to x. How will the graph look like? This is the graph, right? This is x-axis, this is y-axis. So if you put x is equal to 1, if you put x is equal to 1, what will you get for y? Y also will be 1. If you put x as 1, y will be 1. If you put x as 2, what will be the value of y? Y will be 2. Similarly for 3, you will have 3. So in this case, what will be, so what will be the function? So for 1 you have 1, for 2 the value of y will be what? This is the value of x, this is the value of y. For 3 the value will be 3, for 4 the value will be 4. So it will move on from minus infinity to plus infinity, and it will automatically relate. So 1 to 1, for one value of x you have one value of y. It doesn't mean for one value of x 1 is the value. For 1 you can have 5 as the value, for 2 you can have 10 as the value. So it will depend on the function. Since I have taken y is equal to fx, the values are like this, but yeah, 1 to 1 they are related. Clear guys? 1 to 1 they are related. So this is 1 to 1 relation or 1 to 1 function. This is a 1 to 1 relation or function. This is a 1 to 1 relation or function. Let us now study about many one relation. Now let us study about many one relation. Guys, let me tell you one point over here. Say for example, this is the graph of y is equal to fx. This is the graph of y is equal to fx. From, say, let me frame one question, and then maybe the understanding will be better. This is a very common question. Which of the below graph shows a function? Which of the below graph shows a function? This is option 1. This is option 1, x-axis, this is y-axis. Question is, which of the below graph shows a function? This is option number 2. So basically this is a parabola, x-axis, y-axis. This is option number 3. So option number 3 is basically an upward opening parabola. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. And the fourth is a graph. We don't have a name for this. This is the fourth graph, x and y axis. Clear to you all? So now it has been asked, which of the following graph is a graph of a function? So how you will determine this? I'm repeating, this is the first time in functions we are dealing with this. So you must be very clear. You must note it down somewhere, because this is a very, very important question from concept point of view and also from exam point of view. In this case, what you will have to do is, you will have to draw a line, a vertical line. If a vertical line cuts the graph, at more than one point, if a vertical line cuts the graph at more than 1 point, like for here it is cutting over here and here, then it will not be a function. I am drawing a vertical line, it is cutting the graph at 2 points, not a function. I am drawing a line here, 1, 2, 3 point, not a function. Here you draw anywhere a line, it cuts at only 1 point. So this is a function. So it will be option number 3. Which of the graph is a function? So option number 3 is a function only. So now understand what I did over here. All the 4 are relations, but only one is a function. What is the relation? There is a relation, right? If you put value of x, you will get some values of y. You put some values of x, you will get values of y. So x and y are related. So obviously all the 4s are relations, but only one is a function. Understand what is the difference over here. So why I said this, understand this over here from this, maybe from the circle only, let me explain it to you. So let me erase out this part. This is the circle, right? So now understand over here, if I draw a vertical line for one value of x, gentlemen, for one value of x, x1, you have 2 values of y. You have 2 values of y, y1 and y2. For one value of x, you have 2 values of y. For one value of x, x1, you have 3 values of y, y1, y2, y3. If for one value of x, gentlemen, if for one value of x you have more than one value of x, then it is a relation and not a function. just write it down somewhere. If for one value of x, so I'll show it to you over here. I'll show it to you over here graphically like this. Let me show it to you. So if for one value of x you have multiple value of y, say this is x1 and these points are y1, y2, y3, like in this case, right? This is x1, you have y1 and y2. This is x1, you have y1, y2, y3. So multiple. So this is what, this is a one to many relation. This is a one to many relation. So one to many relation is not a function. One to many relation is not a function. One to one relation can be a function. Many one relation, I'll come to this. Many one relation can be a function, but one to many relation can never be a function. Guys, I think this is very much clear to you all. If it is not clear, do go to the comment section and write down your doubts. I'll clear them in no time. Yeah. So this is very much clear to you. Now understand from this part, I'll come to many one relation. So many one relation, I said, say for example, you have this graph. This is a parabola, right? We have already learned in the graphs chapter. If you have not seen my graph series, I'll recommend you to see that series where I have play with graphs, where I've simply put the graphs in very simple term, learn how to draw graph, and then maybe understanding will be far more impactful. So, and you can study this series, watch this video and the graph series together. So it will be very much impactful for you all. So now this is a function I said just now, because one line if I draw anywhere, it cuts the graph at only one point. Now understand guys, for say for example, I put this is one value of y, y1. This is one value of y, that is y1. So for this y1, understand, for this y1, x1 and x2. For x1 and x2, see for both x1 and x2, you have a single value of y, that is y1. For two values of x, you are having one y1, right? So understand over here, understand by this graph, for two values of x, which is x1 and x2, you are having one value of y, that is y1. So this is what? This is a many one. I'm underlining this. Let's remove this from the underline. So this is many one. Understood? Many one. From many to one. This is a many one relation, and a many one relation can be relation or function. Many one relation can be a function. So guys, I think this is very much clear to you all. So basically we have three kinds of relation. One is one relation, many one relation, and one many relation, out of which only two can be function. One is one relation can be a function, that is one function. Many one relation can be a function, that is many one function. But there will be no term known as one many function. So guys, so let's see how to solve problems related to function. So question is given, fx is equal to x cube minus 1. Find the value of f of 1, f of a and f of a plus 1. So what will be the value of f of 1 guys? F of 1 is simply replace x with 1. So 1 cube minus 1, which will give you what? 1 minus 1, that is 0. So this is the answer of the first part. F of a. So f of a will be replace x with a cube minus 1. What will be f of a plus 1 guys? A plus 1 will be a plus 1 whole cube minus 1. Yeah. If you further want to solve this, you can do this a cube minus b cube formula you can apply and you can solve this. So that is not the agenda right now. So this is how you can solve the question that is related to function. Let us now see another question regarding functions. Yeah. So let us see another question. Say for example, somebody gives you let fx is equal to 3 to the power of x minus 1. 3 to the power of x minus 1 if x lies in between minus 1 and 0. Understood the signs? This is less than equal to, this is only less than. So it is, the value is not 0, but the value can be minus 1. So the function which we have to take, 3 to the power of x minus 1, mod x minus 2, mod x minus 2 if x lies in between 0 to 1, and 3x minus 1 if x lies in between 1 and 3. Very clear, guys? This is the question. So you have to find the value of f of 2, f of 0, f of 0.5 and f of minus 1. So these are the values that you need to find. So this kind of question is very common in your board kind of examinations in class 11, 12 will get these questions. So now guys, understand what is f of 2. So which function you need to consider? F of 2 means value of x is 2. So x is 2 where 2 lies in this one. So you have to consider this 3x minus 1, 3x minus 1. So 3 into 2 minus 1, 6 minus 1. The value is 5. Very clear, guys? F of 0, which one will you consider when f is equal to 0? This one, guys, this one, mod x minus 2. So 0 minus 2, mod minus 2, mod, putting mod over anything. Guys, see my modulus series. If you don't know modulus, see my modulus series. There are 6 videos. You will become an expert in modulus if you see those series. Go to my channel, Maths Made Easy with AB, and do subscribe and watch those videos. So 0 minus 2, which is 2. Very clear, guys? So the answer will be 2. F of half. F of half. Where is half lying? Where is half lying, guys? Half is also lying over here. Mod x minus 2 you will have to take. So basically 0.5 minus half. So minus 1.5. So this mod of this will be giving you 1.5. Guys, is this very clear to you? F of minus 1. Guys, f of minus 1. X is equal to minus 1. So you will have to take 3x minus 1. X is minus 1. So 3 minus 2. Right, guys? So the value is 1 by 9 for this question. Yeah, guys. So this question was very interesting, very easy, and a stepping stone. This will help you to move ahead with functions. I'll recommend that using these concepts, a few basic concepts, you solve some of the problems. If you have any doubt in any question, you can get back to me, you can mail me, or you can write in the comment section, and definitely I will help you out. If you like the video, do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching.